Hello, it is Monday. It's Bank Holiday Monday, Easter Monday. I've trained upper, albeit later than I wanted to because I could not get up. The fatigue that has hit me in the last few days is wild. Absolutely wild. Knocked me completely, and I had a shitty night's sleep because of noisy neighbours. Not great all around, but I went in there, I did it, I did a bit of cardio. I'm still trying. And now I'm sat outside B&Q with the rest of the population of Lincoln, apparently. That's where we all want to hang out today. And I'm here because I need the best possible toilet unblocker that I can get, because my giant cement pregnant turd has just blocked the toilet. But I am thrilled. This is such a ride. Such a fucking ride. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go and do with my afternoon, is unblock the toilet, go for a little walk, do a little bit of work. Annoyingly, I've chosen to do it today so that nobody comes at me for why I'm online and nobody talks to me, because everybody should be offline. I just need to do a couple of bits for returning to work on Monday. Why do I care so much? I really don't know. And yeah, I just want to focus on getting steps in. Andy's going to pack up more of the house. I'm going to ring the estate agent tomorrow and just see where we're at, because I haven't had an update in a little while. That makes me nervous. We're just packing this house up. I don't know what's going on. I am out for my walk. I've made it. I am having to be slightly more strategic about when I do things now, whether that is fatigue management or, particularly today, like heat management. Wasn't that hot, but I am feeling it a lot more than probably the average person. But I've done the bit of work that I needed to do. I've rested. I'm now walking. One thing that I am slightly concerned about today, and after some Google image searching, which, wow, I don't know whether I've lost my mucus plug or not. I've had 2 instances of a discharge that looked pretty pluggy to me and was like in a thick strip that was very jelly-like, but I've had no other signs of anything like that. So I'm umming and ahhing about going up to the hospital at the moment. I haven't told Andy yet. Just bless him, he's just been packing the kitchen up. So yeah, debating on that one. I am in more pain today, but so much of that is just, I am in more pain every now and again. They're not contractions, even though I've never had one. Like, I know that they're not. But I'm out walking with my new love of my life in lieu of Coke Zero Vanilla. Where the fuck has that gone? Maybe the brains behind pulling cold brew at Starbucks got together with Coca-Cola and went, hey, fuck that Hannah bitch. She doesn't need any Coke Zero with vanilla. But this is the next best thing. Pepsi cream soda flavour, 0 sugar. And it's just getting me through this walk before I go home and tell my husband that I'm not really sure if I've lost that. Because if I'm going off pictures, I could have. It's unlikely at this stage, but I could. And I probably ought to get that checked out. Tuesday. Hello. It is Tuesday. It's the Wednesdayest Tuesday there ever was. God, I look very puffy today. We had such a nice morning at the spa. Sorry, I'm being kicked in the ribs, like visibly being kicked in the ribs. We had the nicest morning at the spa, just the 2 of us. I had a pregnancy massage. Andy had a back to business massage, which was like a full-on mask of his back and everything like that. Really relaxing. Went in the pool, which I thought I would enjoy. Turns out that's very disorientating when you're pregnant. Like, I got used to it eventually, but I don't think I liked that at the start. Just one to be aware of. I did also have to check whether I could still go in the pool, because I'm pretty sure I lost my mucus plug last night. Now, I rang the antenatal clinic and they were like, it's absolutely fine, just carry on as you are. It can regenerate. So I was like, do I need to abstain from sex? Do I need to not swim? Is there anything that I need to change? And they were like, no. So I went in the pool. And it was fine. I just didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It's very weird feeling weightless when, you know, you've spent a long time feeling like a heavy hippo. So we did that. We had a light lunch there, which was included in the package. As far as the facilities went, like spas in Lincolnshire and Nottinghamshire, it ain't the best, but I had a voucher to use, which I was grateful for, and the pregnancy massage was elite. However, I've never had one before, so I imagine you can get the same kind of standard elsewhere. But yeah, I wasn't all that impressed with the facilities. I also didn't think about it being half term and that there were kids using the pool between certain times of the day, and they never told me that when I booked it. So yeah, I could have planned it better. And also the facilities weren't the best. The pool was small. There wasn't loads of like places to lie down and chill out. And especially for someone that's limited on what they can use, that I can't use the sauna or steam or the hot tub, it would have been nice. But anyway, we came back and I've just done about 20 minutes cardio and some steps. I'm now gonna go home and have a shower and wash my hair. I've also cancelled on this lady who has been ghosting me on Facebook Market, who's supposed to be delivering a nursery set tomorrow. I can't deal with people that ghost on Facebook Market, so I'll just fuck her off. And he was like, oh my god, she's coming tomorrow. Like, I don't owe her anything. If she's gonna ghost me, I'll cancel. And I've found another nursery set which is around the same price, slightly cheaper actually, and it's brand new. So I'm gonna probably pick that up tomorrow. So I feel like all in all I've done myself a solid. I'm gonna go and do a little bit of shopping now at Lidl. Get myself some chicken sausages. I love those little fuckers. Hello, it is Wednesday and welcome to me overexerting myself. This, by the way, is what our dining room currently looks like. It's hell on earth. There's baby stuff, there's stuff from inside there, there's just house bits, all my trophies are packed up, and I've just tried, with limited success, to bring in the cot set, two parts of the cot set from the passageway where Andy dropped them off this morning. He's just gone to pick up the chest of drawers. And wow, like, I think I can do things and then I just can't. I think I've already said it, but this week has really seen an uptick in pain, discomfort, ability to do stuff, to, you know, like my full capacity has massively changed and I just can't do it like I used to. But I have just like danced this wardrobe into the house and now I'm like, I need to fucking sit down. My lungs just cannot do it. But this morning I've gone and done a little bit more cardio, which is getting more cardio because I cannot sit on that fucking bike. Like, I can't do it. It makes my arsehole just on fire. So I did an incline walk and I got a load of steps in. Andy's just arrived home and I'm probably going to get a fucking huge telling off. But yeah, Wednesday is pretty chill so far. Listen to how echoey and empty it sounds in here. It's because it is. We're getting there. Sorry.
Maybe that's the worst nightmare, it's metallic clangs.
She just thinks she's helping. All the wedding booze we still have. Wild. it is Thursday. And I did my check-in this morning. We've cleared out the shed, and when I say we, I mean mostly Andy. I have felt very pregnant today. And when I say that, I mean just like I'm expanding and everything is hard, and like walking is hard. Everything is hard. But in terms of feedback, there isn't loads of feedback to give me. Like, I'm just plodding on. Bless Amy, she's constantly like proud of me and, you know, how I put up with shit. But yeah, there is not a lot to report. Apart from the fact that, I'm going to pop you down here so that you can see, this jumpsuit I wore on my honeymoon. So either I was a lot fatter then than I thought, or this was really big, but enjoying that I can still get in this, and it's a small. Maybe I'm not as large as I think I am, but I feel like I am. I'm very behind on meals, so I'm just going to make up some Frosties as a little snack and have that with 30 grams of whey. I'm still sticking the dairy in, and because pregnancy constipation is such a thing, I don't know whether my body's reacting to the lactose or not. But I'm enjoying myself. I tried pulling hams earlier, so I have got even more calories to get in today. I think I've got about 1,000 to have. But I am getting to the point where I actually cannot fit that food in. So, because it's 10 to 7 now. Like, unless I order a fucking McDonald's for tea or make something really hefty, I ain't getting that in. And as long as I'm getting my protein in, I'm not really bothered at the minute whether I'm hitting calories. Probably don't need the amount that I'm currently on of my off-season calories. However, I am getting hungrier. Like, my appetite this week has been really, really high. But what might be good is having that buffer later on in the day. So maybe I will treat all of my days like this. I don't know. But today's been another housey admin day. I did have my first mentee bee today about just not knowing where stuff is and finding that really difficult. Like, Andy's been a fucking angel packing the house up. But I was adding more bits to my hospital bag and the baby bag and being like, I don't know where all her socks are. I don't know where her blankets are that I've washed. I don't know where my TENS machine is. Thus ensued a little bit of I had a bit of a cry about it actually, and I feel like this week has been pivotal for me actually acting like an insane person. But I am 30 weeks today, so it's bound to happen at some point. At least my boobs look good. Good morning, it's Friday and there is a fucking air ambulance going over, so sorry about that. And I was actually just about to come on here and have a fucking moan, but someone requires an air ambulance, so I feel like their day is so much worse than mine, so I'm going to try and spin a positive on this. I've just been royally messed about by my midwife, who booked me this appointment last week, called me, changed it because they wanted to cancel the Thursday clinic to get me in on a Friday. So I've just walked. Bear in mind, walking right now, not the best, especially in the heat. It's not even that hot, but it is when you're 30 weeks pregnant. I've just turned up there and they fucking cancelled it. And then I just got a phone call saying, we're expecting to see you at the hospital. No, you weren't, because I double checked where this appointment was last week and you said it was here. But I will get all my steps in today, I bet, because I have done nothing but walk. It's a rest day today, and it shouldn't really be a rest day today, but I did train the session that I would have trained today yesterday, so it's an okay rest day. Because I had physio at 9:30, so I've been in, had my hips realigned, which always puts me in the best mood, I'll be honest. And then I've gone and done a bit of shopping, gone to that appointment, been turned away after walking for 20 minutes because it takes me 20 minutes to walk anywhere now anyway. And then I've just got back to the car, but they have fitted me in at the hospital at 2:30 after I kicked off. I feel bad, but I also don't. My midwife is not pulling through at the minute. And I feel like when it comes to pregnancy, I've been really low maintenance. And I know I've spoken to you about it, but when it comes to my appointments, I'm just honest. When she asks me what's going on, I talk about pelvic girdle, I talk about the gut stuff. But outside of that, I don't send her any fucking weird messages. I'm not on at her all the time. Like, I would put money on that I'm the person she has had to speak to least over, or I'd be up there in the realms of people, like pregnant women she has had to speak to least when she is the community midwife. She's told me that. She's told me how chill I am. And I'm like, right, then why, when I ask you to do basic things and ask you the questions that I do that are minimal, why can't you just come through? But I feel like it's too late in the day right now to change my midwife or kick off about it to that extent. So I'm going to go home, do my check-ins, calm myself, and then go back up to the hospital and pay more for parking, because I love doing that. It's my favourite thing to do. So I think I need to go and do some yoga and be more namaste, because yoga has not been on for the last 3 weeks and I start the next course again in a couple of weeks' time. And yeah, I feel like that's probably, has that been contributing to my calm until this point? I don't know. I need to chill the fuck out before I go up there, otherwise I'm not going to be pleasant to be around, and I don't want that for anyone on a Friday.
Sit back. Rub it. Dougie, can you find the mouse? Mouse? Mouse.
Hello, it is Saturday. I didn't pick up, oh, this is annoying. Okay, I didn't pick up the camera again yesterday because I was in a foul mood after my midwife's appointment. I cleared out some cupboards, I binned a load of food that was out of date, and just the stuff that you accumulate over God knows months and stuff that you're just not going to eat. Try and help Andy out, and then I went to my midwife's appointment and I've got to go for another fucking growth scan. Everything else is fine. She's measuring small. She's measuring small because whenever midwives measure you after you've had a scan, it's never going to be the same. They're not going to be on the same trajectory and centile. It's just, I swear it's a pointless activity. However, I'm rolling with it. But I've got to have that within 72 hours. So I've got that booked in for Monday at 4:30. You can't see the eye roll, but the eye roll was there. So I was just irritated. I was irritated on Friday anyway, because I've just been messed about to fuck with appointments and whatever. And oh God, just annoying. But today I trained lower. So I started off the day by training lower with my new leg day essential, which is a sanitary towel. It was okay. It was only okay because I'd had a go at Andy this morning because he didn't seem grateful enough for the boot organiser that I bought. The hormones are doing their thing, okay? I can tell. We've kissed and made up since then, and I've realised that I was being a prick. And then I went and spent the afternoon with one of my best friends, Emily, and her little boy. We went to a garden centre and had a little bit of a mess around, entertained Dougie, and had coffee and a cake. And it's mad that we used to get so hammered in our 20s and go out, and we were out every weekend, and now we're going to a garden centre for entertainment and enjoying ourselves. Times they have changed, but that's how I've spent my afternoon, and I am going to get in and have a burger with Andy because he's making burgers for tea, and I haven't eaten a whole lot today other than pre-post a sandwich and cake. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, that's our evening. I'm starting to get the Sunday sads preemptively for going back to work on Monday, because I'm not mentally checked out, but I'm starting to physically check out. Like, my body does not want to sit and work anymore. That's just where things are going. I'm not sleeping well. I've started to get round ligament pain at the bottom of my bump as well. But there's not many working days left. It just feels like a fucking mountain to climb before I get there. But I'm hoping that I can have a good word with my manager and HR going back on Monday and just talking about how that's feeling. I don't think it'll make it a blind bit of difference, but at least the conversation's been had. Did you say fuck yeah? Which one's good?
No, rub it, mate.
Oh, is it? Maggie, what have you got? Yum yum. Hello, it's Sunday, and as you can see, I am joined by my trusty preggy pillow. Started the morning off getting up pretty reasonable and then going to the gym. I didn't train, it's a rest day, so I did 20 minutes cardio and just did some steps. Cardio this week with the pressure that is in my, I'm not even going to say pelvis, it's in my arsehole. I'm getting lightning bolts through my arsehole if I sit down on anything too hard. I think it's just the pelvic pressure. But I've had to switch out on the bike now for incline walks. It's not ideal. I don't feel like I'm doing cardio, but I'm reasonably getting my heart rate up to 130, which at the minute, under these circumstances, is better than doing nothing. So I did it. I did about half my steps. And then we came home, got ready. We took Maggie out and we took her to Daisy Maid and had a little bit of ice cream. Weather has now turned and it's disgusting. But Auntie and Maggie are out for a walk anyway. And I am gonna rest. My sleep is just not great from now on. And I think that's gonna be the next, 5 years of my life. But at the moment, sleep is not great. And I just need to maybe start having naps throughout the day. I'm in a bit of pain. I've got some round ligament pain. I think that's what it is. Right at the bottom of my bump. And some cramping in my back, which I'm trying to ignore and pretend. Because with me losing my mucus plug on Monday, I'm like, is it possible that I could be an early? And then I get to that point and then I'm like, no, ignore it until you've got some signs if that's the case. But you do drift there. It's impossible not to. So with that being said, I am going to have a lie down. I've done all my steps. I've just made a load of chicken. That's going to be my rest of the day, evening, I think, just to start to try and wind down. I'm back at work tomorrow and I could not want to be there less at the minute because my body is just starting to say no and I can't do a whole lot about that, but yeah, it'll be fine. I know because I've got so many appointments and things, like whether it's with the midwife, whether it's with the physio, whether it's the days off that I have in May, because I've got every Wednesday off in May just to try and chill out. I know that maternity leave will come around quickly. Like it will. I've not had that much leave in a quick succession before, so I know it will. But it feels like fucking Everest at the moment. It'll be okay, I can make it.